Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Josh here. Today we're going to be talking about the Yoimiya and the Thundering Pulse banners. Let's talk about the characters, let's talk about the weapons, and let's see if it's worth pulling. Let's get right to it. Alright, so let's talk about the character banner first. And the character banner includes 3 4-stars, that being Xinyan, Diona, and the new character Saiyu. Let's talk about Diona and Xinyan first. Xinyan is a pretty decent character who's able to fill 2 specific roles, one that being of a pyro support character and the other being a main or sub DPS physical user. Xinyan, although she gets a lot of flack for English voice acting, honestly isn't that bad of a character in terms of performance. She sits comfortably, I'd say, in around the B or possibly C tier. She isn't the best in her roles because you look at characters in terms of the physical slots like Zhonglei, Eula, Razor, even a Rosaria is pretty good. And then you look at pyro supports like Xiangling and Bennett. You know, those characters are definitely better in their respective roles, but if you're talking about a character who can flex into both roles, Xinyan's your gal, especially at a C2. C2 is very, very strong. Next, Diona. Diona is an amazing support. If you guys haven't been over to my Twitch channel, at twitch.tv/notjshua, you would already have heard me preaching to the choir about how great Diona is. Diona is super strong and really easy to build. And I, you know, really and super, not lightly, because she's such an amazing character. Diona is able to bring not only shielding, healing, elemental mastery boost with her C6. She's able to apply, you know, really consistent amount of cryo, and she's able to be built in such a way where she can actually battery a ton of characters because of her fast-paced kit. Based off of her weapon and her artifact, you can either boost up certain aspects of those utility, and because that's Saiyu, Diona is just super strong. All around, I'd say one of, if not the top tier 4-star characters, and probably one of the best out of the 3 that are coming in the next banner. Then we move on to Saiyu. Saiyu is the new character coming out to Genshin Impact. She is a 4-star Anemo Claymore user. Her main shtick is that she's able to like roll around, I think, with her first skill and like kick shit. So I guess that's kind of cool. I don't really know the scaling on it, but from what I've seen, it's kind of high, which is really interesting. But I mean, hey, you know, with more new characters coming out, like you would expect a certain amount of power creep. So we'll see how Saiyu actually stacks up with the other 4-stars in terms of a more like a sub DPS role. But Saiyu is also able to heal with her ultimate when she drops down the Darumaki thing, her doll. When she drops it down, she's able to do damage and also heal when your active character is at a certain percentage, which is really nice. But not so original. Saiyu realistically takes a backseat to those characters who are able to provide healing as well as elemental mastery boost. But if you're looking for a character who's able to support you in both roles and who's a really cute chibi character, I think Saiyu's your gal. I think she's really cute. And a great addition to any team if you're looking for a little bit more versatility with your support characters. Finally, Yoimiya, the 5-star of the banner, and the very first pyro bow user. Yoimiya is such a cool character, but the one shtick about her is that she is single target. The problem with single target, especially in a game like Genshin, whose philosophy for offense is really catered towards AoEs, crowd controlling, manipulating, enemy positioning. Yoimiya instead actually wants to just mow down different characters, much like a machine gun or a Gatling gun. It is to be seen if Yoimiya is going to be an amazing character or not. I think her scaling on her attacks has to reflect the style of gameplay she's going to bring to Genshin Impact. If she's not able to stack up immense amount of damage, who's being able to mow down characters, like I said, she's going to be a very lackluster character, and especially since she's coming before one big booba ball banner. So that's where Yoimiya lies. I don't think she's going to be terribly great unless her scaling says otherwise. Then let's move on to the weapons banner, and unlike the character banner, this weapons banner is probably, I think, second best, right behind the Staff of Homa Wolf's Gravestone banner. The two 5-stars of this banner are the Thundering Pulse. The Thundering Pulse honestly is basically just a bow version of the Staff of Homa. Super strong, brings a lot of crit damage and very consistent passive upgrades with the normal attack damage was like 40% if you're able to stack up to 3 times. Like, it's super consistent. Great weapon for characters like Fischl, Yoimiya. You got Tartaglia up there as well. Super strong. The Thundering Pulse, one of, if not the best bows out there, or that will be out there. Then you have the Skyward Blade, and there's something to be said because this is like a standard banner weapon. I feel like a lot of people have pulled a Skyward weapon, if not the Skyward Blade already, but the Skyward Blade is still a really strong weapon. You take a look at characters like Jean, more specifically like Bennett, it's one of his best weapons alongside, a Festering Desire. The Skyward Blade is really strong, and if you don't have it already, you wouldn't be remiss pulling on this banner anyways, because both weapons are super strong. Now, the 4-star weapons, let's start with the Favonius Bow, or the Favonius Warbow, one of the two. The Favonius Bow, or in general, the Favonius set of weapons is super strong in terms of a sub DPS or a support role. Super strong, providing a lot of energy recharge and providing that orb or particle charge as well, or recharge. It's an amazing weapon. Great for supports, yeah. Then you got the Sacrificial Frag, I believe, and the Sacrificial Fragment is, what is it, the best in slot for a character like Sucrose, boasting elemental mastery substat. Super strong. You have Dragon's Bane, which Dragon's Bane is a really great addition to characters like Xiangling. You can talk about characters like Ball. If you have an R5 Dragon's Bane, it would be a pretty fun idea to try to tack on a Dragon's Bane to any of those two characters. And then you have the Rain Slasher. The Rain Slasher is the worst out of the 4 and the 5-star weapons for sure. The Rain Slasher doesn't bring you anything, too spectacular, but there are worse weapons out there like the Bell. Doesn't really do anything. So, I mean, the Rain Slasher, even though it's a pretty bad weapon, maybe grab a copy like while you're pulling from Thunder and Pulse. You won't be sad about that. Then finally, let's talk about the best weapon out of the 4 stars, the Sacrificial Sword. The Sacrificial Sword is an amazing weapon. One of, if not the best 4-star weapons out there in general. The Sacrificial Sword, alongside characters like Shincho, possible characters like Bennett if you're running that type of thing, maybe like an Albedo as well. Not really. I don't really like to elevate her a lot, but I mean, hey, something to be said about it. The Sacrificial Sword, super strong. Pretty much the S tier 4-star weapon that you want to be grabbing out of this banner. Overall, the weapon banner, with the Sacrificial Sword alongside the solid Skyward Blade and the amazing Thundering Pulse, makes this banner honestly one of, if not the best weapons banners, the epitomized invocation banners, just right behind the Staff of Homa and the Wolf's Gravestone, just because those two weapons are so prevalent. But with the addition of that strong 4-star slot, this weapon banner is super strong. Overall, when considering the character banner, I think you wait. I really think you wait. If you are a low spender and you're really trying to save resources, if you have a pyro character already built, just run with that pyro character, because Yoimiya, sure, she's gonna be super fun, she's amazingly cute, I'm gonna pull for her, but in terms of the grand scheme of Genshin, I don't think she's gonna be the best performer, and she's not gonna be able to carry over into content further down the road. Maybe I might eat my words, but from what I've seen, it's not looking good for Yoimiya. Then you have the weapons banner. The Thundering Pulse, super strong. Great for a lot of DPS bow users, alongside, you know, maybe like an Amos bow for charge attackers, right? And the Skyward Blade, super strong support weapon. So, yeah, I'd give the thumbs up, the green light for the weapons banner, and I would probably give like a yellow or like a red light for the character banner, just because they don't really bring anything to you. Maybe if you want to pull for a Diona, maybe you get some constellations for Diona. Maybe you want to pick up Saiyu just because she's, you know, a chibi character and you want to fill out your chibi team. But yeah, it's looking really bad for this character banner. So with that being said, that's going to be my character and banner review for the last update of Genshin 2.0, the Yoimiya update. If you guys liked my take, drop a like, comment down below if you guys are going to pull for either the character or the weapons banner, and go subscribe, because we're trying to reach 200 subscribers. Yeah, do everything. Become one with the YouTube algorithm. For the next video, I'll talk more in depth about Yoimiya and Saiyu, their kits and stuff like that, and make my predictions about where they're going to be in terms of the meta, and probably, like, you know, put them in sort of like a tier list grade and see where they lie. Alright everybody, catch you next time. Josh out.